bed at 9.
That's a good one.
All right, number 9. We couldn't fit this in last week. It's courtesy of Bill Penn on Twitter and Hidden City. Here are some weird and frightening floats from the Philadelphia Thanksgiving Day Parade. These are from the 50s, 60s, and 70s.
Okay. Yeah, they'll.
Oh, boy.
Ah, adorable.
I guess this is the infancy of the balloons, the big balloons, or when did those start? Oh, boy.
Yeah.
All right, look at that's actually Ben Franklin on the front of that.
Yeah.
What do you know?
Exactly.
Oh, that's a,
Look at
that's
those
a,
kids there. Look, they
they're
don't
like-
look too thrilled here. Oh. Who's that supposed to be?
I'm sure they're cuddlier in color photos. You know, it's the,
Yeah.
the black and white makes it look a little
Tougher
haunting.
people
Macabre.
back then also.
Yeah. Yeah, all right.
Goodness. Any more there? All right, let's move on. Number 8. Some marriage scientists did a study. They found the number one reason marriages end in divorce is the couple's inability to communicate with one another. Well, that seems like common sense, but the study in the Journal of Divorce and Remarriage
Oh,
shows
that's a
that,
good read.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
a,
it's
it's
a
a
great read,
good
yeah.
little nighttime right before bed.
Great pictures.
Shows that 53% of recently divorced couples called it quits because they weren't able to talk together. They didn't discuss finances or work plans or children. And the lack of conversations about important things eventually broke their relationship down.
Sure.
You got to talk about the important stuff.
Well, don't we kind of know that already?
Yeah.
But there's scientists for everything,
Yeah.
Yeah.
studying
We
things
should look
as
up
we
that
speak.
publication though and
Yeah.
subscribe
Study
right
it.
Yeah.
away here. I'm going to
That's
check. I'm
probably
going to
good,
track this
just
thing
as a
down here.
protective measure.
Right.
I lived it. I don't need to read about it.
Right.
Just saying.
Yeah.
It's for somebody else.
All right, number 7. Pat touched on this a few
had the
weeks
antibodies.
back ago, but it seems like anyone can talk about these days. What's the difference between a llama and an alpaca?
Okay.
I'm going to clear it up right now. An alpaca will be on the left in these photos. First, their ears. Alpaca ears are short and spear-shaped. The ears of a llama are much longer, kind of like a banana.
No.
Okay.
And their size, alpacas generally weigh in at about 150 pounds, while llamas are much bigger. They can go up to as much as 400 pounds
Oh.
and closer to 4 feet tall. And then their faces, an alpaca's face kind of looks smushed in, while llamas have longer faces. Both animals have been used for thousands of years for their hair, but the alpaca hair is much finer. The thing that probably makes llamas better is that they can carry more weight, so they're more useful for travel. And in South America, the meat of both is very popular.
Oh.
And if you want to eat one, it's legal there, so you can go for it.
And they're saying it's legal here too.
And here, yeah,
Probably
if
so.
you're up for the, if you're
Yeah,
up
no
for it.
thanks. All right.
Some
Alpaca
people
burger.
have a hard time eating cuddly-looking animals.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you have to take that out of your mind
Right.
and make that decision.
I appreciate you doing all that research about the
That's what
llama and the
all
alpaca.
Thanksgiving
That's
Day
really
dinner,
nice
yeah.
of you.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yep.
All right,
You're
number 6. Wellington, New Zealand is a very hilly town. At certain points, it's so steep that people have to walk more than 100 steps just to get to their homes.
Wow.
So lifts are a thing there. There are more than 150 personal cable cars or incline lifts. In some cases, people share them with their neighbors. They're not just for wealthy people either. Some people who live there are older and the stairs just don't cut it for them anymore. Others have small children and pets, but they're not without problems. They break down, as you can imagine. And
Right. You're stuck in the middle.
yeah, and what do? You're stuck halfway up.
Right.
Police and firefighters need to always have access to the properties by foot, and in some cases, the lifts are being built over the pathways,
Yes,
and they
you can
can't,
hop
they
out.
can't get you.
All right.
Yeah.
Tricky.
Number 5, it's been an ongoing debate and even the subject of an essay by the late great writer David Foster Wallace, Consider the Lobster. That's the name of the essay.
Okay.
As in, people have been wondering for a while if it's really cruel to cook a lobster alive in a pot of boiling water. Well, a new study commissioned by the UK government found that crustaceans are sentient beings,
Yeah.
and boiling them alive may soon be banned.
Oh, boy.
The report looked very closely at the brains of octopuses, squid, crabs, lobsters, and crayfish. They found that they can experience pain and distress like most animals.
Right.
Next step is to have some more humane practices for
Right,
the
chopping their heads
transportations
off.
and
Yeesh.
Yeah, that's more humane.
Yeah, I don't know what
Yeah.
the solution there
We're
is.
gonna
I mean,
strangle them to death. That's going to be better.
boy, I don't know. I don't know what the solution is
Yeah.
there.
The solution is no one gets to eat them.
Oh, they stun them. They
Producer's
say
saying
they stun them.
they'll stun them like they
Sure.
stun
They'll
pigs.
sneak out of a closet,
Right.
hit them over the head with a frying pan,
Right.
stun them,
More humane.
and then throw them in the boiling
Put it in
water.
None of
boil
these are
Yeah.
funny scenarios.
No, they are funny.
They're very
it's
sad
ridiculous
for,
also.
Larry the Lobster,
Yeah.
you know?
Oh, now he has a name, huh?
Well,
Yeah,
that's
what
from
makes- we shouldn't be
SpongeBob,
able
I
to
Oh,
think,
some
name
isn't
sponge.
it?
Okay, you got to
Right?
name all your lobsters before you boil them.
All right.
You know what, which reminds me, I've been meaning, my daughter keep telling me, if you watch SpongeBob, Larry the Lobster is a recurring character, and there's a great song, I think, Live Like Larry or something. Isn't
yeah?
that, Roger? I got to cue that up for old Larry
Yeah,
Potash.
okay.
Maybe a little surprise for tomorrow.
Yeah,
I'll get
leading
on it.
into his Larry's World
Oh,
segment.
yeah, yeah.
So that old piano
All right.
player guy
Or a
that's sitting around.
backstory, too. He can
Yeah,
do that.
yeah.
He needs to get a softer touch. Yeah, he's getting too serious. All right, I'm on it.
All right.
All right. Number 4, tree skirts are nice, but if you're looking to change things up a little bit, get yourself a tree collar.
Oh,
Yeah, they're circular or square bases that wrap around the bottom of the tree, keeping your unattractive tree stand out of sight.
look at that.
Yeah.
Instead of the skirt. I
You get
like
this
that.
illusion that your tree is resting effortlessly inside a blanket or the metal basin. And if you've got a real tree, the collar doesn't have a bottom, so it won't collect water.
Look at that. Looks like a present.
Look, it doesn't it?
Well,
cool.
I like that.
Most
Where
of them
do I
are
get
made
it?
with little hinges. So all you have to do is open up the collar to to water your tree. It's also a win-win situation. Plus, they've got all shapes and sizes, and of course, prices range.
Oh, okay. So just Google it. Gotcha.
Shazam!
I like putting the presents resting right on the tree skirt, though, right? That takes that away.
I
Not
can't
trying to be
leave
a
the presents
buzzkill.
out because my dog will eat them.
Oh.
She's gone through like 20 pairs of socks.
Really?
Oh, don't even get me
You don't
started.
know how to wait for Christmas.
All right, number 3, looking to shut the world off for a while? Check this out. The out-of-pocket pouch lets you disconnect from the world without turning off the phone. It's made by a company called California Cowboy. It has special fabric that blocks the signal from getting through, so no Wi-Fi, GPS, Bluetooth, cell signals. And when you're ready to reconnect, all you have to do is pull it out again. Only $38.
Wow.
It's a good investment.
There you go.
Need to take a break. Number 2, you might be confused if you start seeing these show up this week here. Upside down Christmas trees.
Oh, we
Here
said
we
this
go
last year.
Well,
and I'm not buying it.
I don't
Dan.
remember it, so let me keep reading
All right,
here.
go ahead, Dan.
This started a few years back
Mm-hmm.
when the Tate Museum in London hung one as an art installation, and then a fancy department store there followed suit. A tradition of hanging upside down trees dates back many centuries. Europeans did it to represent the Holy Trinity, but designer Karl Lagerfeld did it at Claridge's,
Oh,
the famed
Claridge.
five-star hotel in London.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
Now everyone's doing it. Walmart, Kohl's,
Everyone's
Target,
not doing
Home
it.
Everyone's
Depot.
not doing it, no.
I haven't seen it anywhere, except in these pictures we keep showing at the
Yeah.
9 at
Yeah.
9.
They range in price here up to $150 to $1,000. People can't get enough. Most stores are nearly sold out.
You gonna do that, Paul?
No, pass on that one.
All right.
All right, at number 1, Paul.
All right, number 1. This is a video made by Courtney Theophin. He is a content creator who also worked at the NPR show Planet Money. And with all this talk about supply chains, he made a clip that shows what logistics people do.
Oh, shoot. Oh, you scared me, Dad. What's up? Is everything all right? When were you gonna tell me? Excuse me? When were you gonna tell me that you switched your major from dance to logistics? How did you? It doesn't matter how I found out. All that matters is that you lied to me. Dad, all the times when you went out and you say you were gonna go practice your whips and your nays, huh? You were out doing. What do you even do with a logistics degree? Logisticians are responsible for the movement and the flow of products. Don't talk back to your father. So the transportation, the inventory management, warehousing, distribution center operations, all of those things kind of handle the movement of those products across that supply chain. I still don't get it. I still don't get it. So let's say my job was toilet paper. My job as a logistician would to find the most efficient way to get the pulp to the factory. The mother hears about this. Then those finished rolls to the warehouse, and then eventually onto store shelves. But son, you're giving up your dream. No, Dad, I'm giving up yours. You must really like this logistics stuff, huh? Yeah, Dad, this is what I want to do. You know, I've been noticing a lot of stores having trouble keeping stuff in stock. Will you be helping out with that? Yeah. Well, maybe we can finally have a PS5 in this house. You know, son, I would come over and hug you, but, you know, TikTok thing, so. Yeah, no, I get it. Air hug. So you mind, you know, going outside so we can loop this thing back over again? Yeah, sure, I can do that. Yeah, sure thing.
Nice.
It's a night at 9.
Yeah.
One night at night.